Hi friends, good morning. I am coming to you. The camera is crooked and I tried to fix it 3 times, so we're just gonna go with it, okay? Anyway, I'm coming to you from the Publisher Hotel in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We're here having a wonderful mental health vacation where the plan is to read and look at and buy books. Should I be buying books? No. But if we're gonna rescue my mental health, let's do it right. The main plan is to read. I may incidentally need to make a little side trip to the emergency room, but we'll talk about that if and when it happens. If this video falls apart, it's because I spent part of this mental health vacation at the emergency room. Not related to my mental health, but like just real talk, I have had a migraine today will be day 12. For 12 days, I've had a migraine. It pretty much is just like part of who I am now, but it's not good, best friends. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, because I have a lot of reading that I need to get done and want to get done. And so I would like to do that reading. And speaking of that reading, I need to get reading The Incandescent from Emily Tesh. This was my library checkout like a week and a half ago, maybe. So I've got about a week and a half left to read it. I would love to just finish reading it on this trip. And then I am also reading for a different video, so I won't really talk about it, but I'm reading 7 Days in June. Loving it. I am on my Kindle. I'm reading All the Colors of the Dark. It's very sad. And yeah, it's very sad. I don't even know what else to say about it. This is due in like a week too, so I need to finish reading this. And beyond that, I am listening to on audiobook The Library at Mount Char. No idea what's happening in that book. I even tried to Google it, and most people were like, yeah, I don't know what was happening in that book, but then at the end it all made sense. So I'm like 55% of the way through. I don't know what's going on, but I need to get ready for the day so we can hit up a little bit of books and coffee shops, and then get back here and spend a good portion of the day and night reading in this beautiful literary inspired hotel. So the backstory on this hotel is that the building used to be the publishing house for a local newspaper. I could probably do a better job of telling you what that is if I remembered it. I told you I've had a migraine for 12 days, so I may need to just like pop the story up on the screen here, but it's beautiful. Let's take a tour around the hotel, shall we? Okay, so I'm popping in from the future to tell you that what was meant to be a fun getaway to like rescue my mental health, that's what I kept saying when we booked this trip, turned into trying to get rid of a migraine. I still have the migraine, and while I did not go to the ER during this trip, the moment I got home from this trip, I went to the ER. Still have the migraine. It has decreased just a little bit, and I am actively seeking treatment for it. But anyway, this is what was left of the trip. I mean, I still had a good time. I just didn't really get to do what I wanted to do on the trip. Casual cemetery outside of our room. But I definitely plan on going back so that we can do some of those things, and so that I can stay out of the bed while I'm there. So just as you're watching this, ignore the fact that I'm basically just in pajamas and I'm basically in the bed looking an absolute wreck, okay? There's nothing more that I could do. While I was talking, we moved into the next day of the trip, where I did go out of the hotel room for just a bit, and that was about all that I could handle before we had to go back so I could lay down some more. Okay, it's day 2. It's like full day number 2 of this vacation. Technically it's like the 3rd day of being here, but the first day we were only here for long enough to eat dinner and go to sleep. So I am laying in bed. My migraine has subsided. I still have what I would consider just like a regular dull headache. One that would be like annoying, but like just kind of whatever. But the mister has demanded that I stay in bed today and do nothing but read. And hopefully even the headache is gone by tomorrow. I will say that, like, so far, I mean, I had the migraine for, like, basically, like, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and reading never seemed to make it any worse or anything. Like, it didn't aggravate it, so, okay, I'm not going to argue. Got my soft pajamas from Walmart on, and I'm in this beautiful bed. I love this hotel. I mean, like, I love, like, all the little, like, publishing related things to this bed. I also love these little, like, light things that are on the side of the bed. I don't even know if I'm pointing at this, like, this thing. I love those that are on the side of the bed. It's so convenient for reading. And now I'm like, how can I get that on my bed at home? Because I need that. But anyway, I just got to, like, I finished the first, like, chunk of All the Colors of the Dark. This book, it has me just, like, I don't even know. Like, it's so heart-wrenching already, and I'm not even 20% of the way through the book. I'm still at 19%. And I'm like, how could this book get any worse? Like, if it were just a short story and it ended at that first part, it would be perfection. And there's still 80% of the book left to read. So, yes, this recommendation was fantastic because she's a good one. Anyway, let's start reading for the day. I don't even know, what time is it?
11.
It's 11 o'clock. I just finished breakfast. Had breakfast from downstairs once again in their cute little, like, newspaper themed boxes that they had custom made. And bacon was delicious. It was floppy, but it was delicious. James said their fried potatoes are really, really good. Even when they gave me fruit yesterday, I had, like, mixed fruit, and it came in this size container, and it was full. It was full of fruit. Like, I was expecting to get, like, 1 strawberry and 10 blueberries, and then being like, here you go. It was full. I didn't even finish it. It's in the fridge. So I got fruit for today. That's enough of that. Let's read.
Needed now, sensing it's bad, but it feels so good. Stuck in every problem. 사랑일까 하나뿐이냐 알고 싶은 네 마음. Why you gotta poison and keep eating me alive? You just breaking me like roses, now I'm bleeding from the side. Such a rugged and no, running I can stop it, jaga up and down. I don't wanna stop. 사랑해도 돼. Cause sometimes I feel fake.
Okay, so we went out today, had a time. So far here in Fredricksburg, we have done all the literary things. So of course, we're staying at the Publisher Hotel. Everything is very nice and, like, literary themed. I need to stop saying so much because when I'm editing, it's tragic. Let me see if I can get myself together. Okay, ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. So we did all the literary things today. Of course, we're staying at the Publisher Hotel, which is beautiful. There's lots of little literary touches to it. It used to be a publishing, like, where the newspaper was published. That's what the building used to be. So they've converted it into a beautiful hotel. It is brand new, like, it just opened not like a couple weeks ago, I think. So it's right downtown. Everything is like super walkable from here. So there are a number of bookstores you can walk to. We have hit up so far Riverby Books, which is a very eclectic mix of lots and lots and lots and lots of used books. There's 2 floors of used books. I will say I had planned to take my camera with me and make all this beautiful footage, but I was just struggling to hang on with all the migraine headachy stuff that's going on. And then I took some medicine for that. That made me sick to my stomach. So I didn't want to waste the whole trip by just staying in bed the whole time. I still wanted to go out and do stuff, but did not really have the energy necessary or needed to pull out filming equipment and do cutesy little shots. So what you're getting instead are shots from my phone while we were browsing. So we went to Riverby Books. We also went to Novel, which has half books and half plants. And forgive me, I think the plant store has its own name, it's not Novel, but I don't really remember what it was. So just put it on the screen here, and that's my bad. I really feel bad about that. They did have some super cute things in there. I think we ended up with a planter, and I did really good. I made it really far without an I also was like enamored with their blind date with a book, because you could like kind of put your own blind date with a book together. Of course the book is blind and it's already wrapped, but all the cutesy little things that go inside of it, you get to put it together yourself. So I did that, of course. The owner there was incredible. She was so super nice and so super sweet, and I think that we maybe have a little friendship, possibly, maybe, I don't know. I gotta message her still and we'll find out. But that was super fun. We've also gone on a trip to Books A Million, because we don't have one of those where I live, and I just wanted to like check it out and see what it was like. You know, it's basically Barnes and Noble, but I'll be honest with you, I kind of like Books A Million better. Just kind of like their overall setup. I think maybe I'm being biased because of the location that we were in. They had a nice open floor plan. It was so easy to see the books, the way the books are laid out. And I know, y'all are not a fan of the new renovated Barnes and Noble that looks all super modern and everything. I am, though, and I'll tell you why. It's because I'm a tall. So the old Barnes and Noble style, it is really hard to see the books that are, you know, the second from the bottom and the bottom shelf. You just cannot see down there unless you're A, short, or B, you sit on the ground. And I'm not about to do sitting on the ground in Barnes and Noble, and I'm not short. So it's difficult for me to see the books. I will say that their new renovated model, it's a lot easier to see the books, and that's what Books A Million was giving. It was giving easy to see the books, right? There was enough room in the aisle for me to be looking at books and someone else to be looking at the books, so it just wasn't as crammed. And for those reasons, I liked it a little bit better than Barnes. But that's not really the point of this trip, and I just had to go off on that little tangent really quickly. But besides that, we also went to the cutest little breakfast spot called Eileen's. It was delicious, and I'm actually super sad that they're closed tomorrow, which is our last day in town, because I would love to stop there for breakfast once again on our way out of town. And we're also planning to go to the library on our way out of the town. I don't know why, because it's not like I can check out books, but I just want to check out their library. I kind of teeny tiny bit regret not going to the library when I was in New Orleans for my birthday, because I would have loved to have checked out their library as well. Just see what's popping off in there. You never know. Someone might give me a library card that I can't actually use, but whatever. We also went to another bookstore called Tales and Tales, and it is books, it is dogs, it is coffee. They even had Coke floats on the menu. So a time was had. This is a cute little place, and I really want to come back when I'm not on my deathbed and really be able to truly explore. We happen to be here on First Friday and Restaurant Week, so there should have been like 100 things we were doing. There was also some, was it called Brewfest on Saturday, I think? There was also there was so much going on this weekend, and we really didn't do any of it because I did not feel good, and I kind of am upset about that.
but did the best that I can, besties, and I still had a good time. Just didn't go all out and have the bestest, the super most bestest time ever. So I would love to come back to Fredericksburg and see some more of the sights, do a couple more things, hit up some of the restaurants downtown that I wasn't able to go to because I just had to lay in bed and nurse myself. But, you know, I still had a good time, and I'm so glad that we came. And I am gonna try to hit you with some outro footage of the library right now, but otherwise, thanks for coming along on this adventure. And what was supposed to be a rescuing my mental health trip turned into a rescuing my actual health trip. I feel a good amount better, but I still am not 100%. So I guess it was kind of successful in rescuing my actual health, but we'll find out how long it takes me to edit this video based on what kind of headache I still have going on after this. Anyway, I digress. I'm just rambling at this point. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button because you like me. That's the only reason you made it this far, is because you like me. Leave me a comment if you've been to Fredericksburg, if there are places that I should hit up when I come back. We will be back. Perhaps when it's not so hot outside, but we will be back. Let me know what places I should visit, what literary places I should visit in Fredericksburg. And yeah, if you didn't subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? I'm just kidding. Hit the like button, hit the bell button, hit the subscribe button, do all those wonderful YouTube things, and I will see you in the next video.